This week we're in one of my favorite places. We're filming and fishing downriver out of Venice, Louisiana with my good buddy, Captain Jason Ketchings. You've seen him before. Every late summer, the giant bull redfish come in shallow, right off the coast, and they're in here gorging on these pogies. I just got to be here when that happens. Here we are off of Venice, Louisiana, actually the mouth of the Mississippi River, with my good friend Jason Ketchings. And he's been so kind to invite us down here and host us. He said the big bull reds are out here off the coast and they're eating giant pogies. And for those of you that don't know what a giant pogie is, this is what he is right here. Okay? That's what they look like if a mirror lure makes it. That's called, Jason, that's that new double XL Mirrodine. It looks just like a pogie, doesn't it?
It looks like a pogie. It's got the sheen to it. It's got the profile, 3 inches to 4.5 inches long. I will bet that this suspends underwater a couple feet. So when the pogie's getting in rafts, it's going to match the hatch
real
perfectly.
Slow sink to it.
You can swim it. You can twitch it.
Yep. Twitch, pause, and hold on.
That's right.
I can't wait, man. I've caught giant tarpon, snook. I guarantee you they're going to eat them because it looks like a menhaden or a pogie or just a giant bait fish. And I'm looking forward to it. What do you say?
Let's put them to the test.
All right. Mirror Lure has a brand new bait that's called a double XL Mirrodine. Now, a lot of people say, well, that looks like a threadfin shad. Well, it also looks like a giant pogie. These things are huge. They're designed for big fish, and I think they're going to work great.
All right, you see all the slicks to your left at 10, the little ones?
Yep.
So just go up here about 100 yards and hang a left, and we'll start drifting. They might be feeding a different way now into the wind. The wind shifted, so now they're feeding out this way. Because these are popping pretty quick right here.
Kill it?
Yeah, kill it. Let's start fishing.
All right. Jason, a lot of these folks that watch the show have seen you on the show, but what they may not know is that we have a long, long history.
We do.
Go back to tournament days when the ESPN Redfish Cup and the FLW was holding tournaments all over the Gulf Coast and in the Atlantic Coast. And I can remember times when you and your partner and CA and I we'd be fishing a lot of the same water and got to fish next to you. And if I remember right, I donated a little money to you on a few occasions. I'd like to get some of that back at some point. Do you still play cards? Maybe I can get it back that way.
No, I think Ray, the first time I met you was in 1997 at one of the first IFA tournaments.
I had hair back then.
You did have hair back then. You're in a little better shape too.
Hey.
We won't go there. Just show him. There he is.
Got him?
You got him. That's a hit like there was no tomorrow. Holy cow. Yeah, he smacked it right at the boat. Little mirror lure action here.
How far out is he?
He's doing what he wants to do. Ray, you talk about a hit, son. Let me tell you.
He wanted it, didn't he?
Yeah, a rattle trap has nothing on this thing. Bass fishing, a 4-pound bass hitting a rattle trap. Try a 30-pound redfish hitting it. So the first few casts, I didn't get a bite on it, so that time I threw it way out, let it sink, and I started popping it up and down like a worm, and then let it flutter back down. Cast, and just flutter it out there, let it fall, flutter, and it just started ripping it, and let it fall back down and rip it up, and he hit it right at the boat. He hit it on the fall. Monster.
Is he a big one?
A big one. I mean, I got to drag all the way down. I got 18 pounds of drag on it.
We haven't been out there very long. We haven't made very many casts, and all of a sudden Jason's into something very, very large. And quite honestly, we don't know what it is. We think it's either a monster redfish or they've got these giant Jurassic Jack Crevalles out here. Maybe it's one of those, I don't know.
Ah, it's a sickle tail.
Oh, it's a big old Jack.
We call them poor man's permit here. There. Mean as mean can be. Ray?
Good night. I got the Goodyear blimp in a net. Good night. You just caught the Goodyear blimp with giant pectoral fins. And when you're designed with that sickle tail and pec fins, you can haul butt.
You put a whipping on me.
Yeah.
A whipping. I've
Yeah.
caught a lot of fish, but these things will wear you down.
Man, I'll tell you, they're powerful, powerful. He's so beautiful. He's just lit up. Bright, vibrant yellow fins. That's
Hey.
amazing, dude.
Eating machine right here.
Yeah.
The Gypsy Angler with Ray Van Horn is brought to you by Ranger Boats, still building legends one at a time. Miro Lure, turn on the bite anytime, tie on a Miro Lure.
Now, there's a number of options. You know, a lot of people, what's really weird to me is that in Florida, most people fish inshore saltwater predominantly with spinning tackle. In Texas and Louisiana, it's predominantly casting gear, bait casters, if you will. I personally like the gearing. You can get them in multiple gear sets. You can really get powerful gearing. And I like the accuracy of the bait caster. If I have to make really long casts, then I usually typically go to spinning. But you really got to have both, I think, on your fishing trip.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's a red. That's a red. I saw him. I saw him.
It
Works.
I got double XL. Oh yeah.
That's a good one. Back off your drag a little bit. Look at the old man go.
It's like a ninja, buddy.
I wouldn't go that far.
One-legged. What a strike, man. That thing was like, it just about ripped the rod out of my hand. Just about ripped it clean out. Oh, you mean. That's how you do it, fans. Right there. Ooh, that is a very large specimen there. Good night. Look at that tank. That is a huge male fish. That thing's beating their drum, just burp, burp, burp. What a strike, brother. That was epic.
I told you.
I felt that all the way down to my elbow. Bam.
You have that much feeling in that old body?
Yeah, just the right arm, but yeah.
That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
How mean is that man right there? He brings me down here and like to kill me. Let me tell you something. I don't know what that fish weighs, but it's a lot.
You're probably 25.
Let's get her back in the pool, man.
Go for it.
Now, using a subsurface bait in a huge area like this where there's a lot of fish, but they're scattered, Jason, and you know, we didn't use the same bait all the time. I mean, we switch up. We want to find out what's going to be, you know, more productive. And actually, he called in quite a few fish with a large popping cork and a DOA 4-inch cow shad. That caught a bunch of fish as well. What we're doing right now, these subsurface baits don't make a lot of racket, so Jason's popping that cork out there, and these fish are drawn to that noise. They think that some other fish is feeding, and I'm just fishing all around him because if they see this mirrodine, they're gonna smoke it, but they gotta know it's here.
So basically this cork makes a noise like redfish feeding on top. They come up there and they look at it, and right below it is either the mirrodine or a piece of soft plastic, and they jump on it. People wonder, why in the world would a 30-pound redfish eat a 4-inch bait? It's just habit. All they want to do is eat. They're an eating machine. So this cork has beads, has a weight on it, and has a little concave shape here. So when you rip it in the water, you can rip it one way by ripping it down, and it goes kloosh, kloosh. You can rip it up on top by your rod tip going up top, and it makes it more of a noise like walking a top water. So you can work it different ways. Today they want it where you're ripping it real hard, rip it hard. Some days they want it where you barely move it. So you just gotta pay attention to what the fish are wanting. When you're fishing a cork or you're fishing any lure, just pay attention to how the fish are reacting to it.
The Gypsy Angler with Ray Van Horn is brought to you by Frigid Rigid Coolers, the last cooler you'll ever buy. Mercury Marine, go boldly. Power Pole, shallow water anchor.
Now, I haven't had an opportunity to fish these baits very much, even at home, because they're relatively new. Now, the thing that's cool about this bait is that there really isn't any limitations in how you can retrieve these things. You can retrieve them fast, you can pause the bait, and then Jason finally figured out that a twitch with an exaggerated pause where the bait started to drop very, very slowly, that was the winning combination, and they knocked the slack out of the line when you fish it like that.
Uh-oh, there he is. You got him, brother. Good job.
And let me tell you a little tip that Jason put me on to. Give it 2 twitches and let it sink.
Ooh, that's a big red.
And let it sink. And they think that's a dying pogey and they go, come on.
We want some of that. God, I'd love for that to be a big old jackfish, Mr. Ray.
Yeah, I'm sure you would. Okay, you're infringing on my space.
I'm infringing on your space.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot this is your show?
I didn't mean it like that.
Sure you did.
Saying, you're just trying. Oh, man. Man down. Man down. See how brutal that guy is?
That's my love for you.
I see that. I'd hate it if you hated me.
Woo. That's a good one. That's a good one. It's a pretty fish there, right?
It is gorgeous. How beautiful that rascal is.
Look at this toad. Look at this toad.
My.
Oh, holy cow. That's a beast. Oh my goodness.
Good night. Dude, that cooler is 36 inches long. And I don't know if that redfish would fit in it right now. I'm gonna have to get a bigger frigid rigid.
Bigger boat, bigger cooler.
Bigger everything. Lord, what a beast.
Man.
Dude, that thing's long as my leg. It's huge.
And you're not a short man.
No, I'm right up there with being almost 6 foot. That thing is just, you talk about a blast. Look how beautiful these fins are, bright orange.
Been out here in the clean water, coming in with the sun on them. Super clean, big old tail.
Just power, straight up power.
What do you think about
Amazing
that?
fish.
What do you think about that?
It's just an amazing place. It is just absolutely incredible. You know, it's so important that y'all take care of this. I say y'all, all of us need to take care of this marsh, this resource out here. Because it needs our love, not, we got to take care of this so our kids can come do this.
Our grandkids.
Grandbabies, you bet.
Everybody needs to come and experience this once in their life.
Let's go ahead and get her back in the water, man. She's fantastic.
There you go.
There you go, baby.
Woo!
That was so sweet. They eat that thing, buddy.
Or if you let it pause and sink down,
Twitch,
Let
and
it
let
fall.
it drop. They knocked the slack out of that thing. It was like somebody hit me in the elbow with a ball peen hammer. Bam!
Yep.
Man, oh, get you some of that right there. We utilized 2 delivery systems in this show. One, a conventional system. The conventional bait cast and reel by 13 Fishing is an A300, large capacity, get a lot of braid on there, a lot of backing, super big paddle handles on it. 7-foot medium heavy St. Croix Avid Series saltwater series rod, and then of course on the business end the XXL Mirrodine from Mirrolure, which is soon becoming my favorite plug for large animals. Fantastic outfit.
The Gypsy Angler with Ray Van Horn is brought to you by Dick Norris GMC, the preferred truck dealer of the Gypsy Angler. Bob's Machine Shop. Go fast, go shallow, go efficient.
Jason and I go back a long ways. We go back to the tournament days when we were fishing the ESPN Redfish Cup. The thing I like about that cat, we think a lot alike, which is kind of scary, really. And he loves catching these fish on artificials. He loves fly fishing. And it's beyond a passion for us. And we're so similar that way that we have a great camaraderie. He's been a great friend for a long time, and I appreciate his professionalism. Got him?
Yep, I got him. There we go. Fish on. That's the right one, too.
Are you on him?
Yep, I'm under you. You can pull this down, right?
Close?
Yeah, he's close. He's right here. And then I don't. Hey, pick up the power pole.
Rusty in the house. Another slobber knocker, dude. All right, Jason. There she is. My. Have you got any small ones out here?
Not many.
I'll tell you what, brother. You put me on some just fantastic fish today.
I'm a little wore out. Jack and some big reds. Now I know what my clients think about it. They get a little wore out.
Yeah, they're gonna.
And I get on them.
You're gonna have a better appreciation for those guys.
Exactly.
And gals. So we're catching quite a few fish, and all of a sudden a giant bull red comes up and tries to eat Jason's popping cork. At that point, I go, wait a minute. Would it be too good to pull the fly rod out and put a big popping bug on and see if he'll eat that? And it didn't take very long. I don't know if it was my first cast or my second. And I put this big chug bug on, and all of a sudden, bam, it was on.
Cork out of the way.
Got him!
You got him?
Hell yeah. That was an epic eat right there, dude. And we spin it.
Let me go that way, Ray.
Get you some of that.
Look how pretty this fish is.
Dude, that might be the coolest things I've ever done lately.
You like that topwater fly?
Dude, that was just epic. That was an epic eat, man. All I saw was face and then a giant open mouth. Good luck finding that fly. It's somewhere in there. Wow, that was just an awesome strike. That was an epic deal, man. I'll tell you what, I have never caught a redfish that big on fly. That was special. I appreciate you.
A little topwater action to begin with. You get to see the eat.
Unbelievable. That is the deal, man. Topwater strike, topwater fly. You know, it's kind of like throwing a baby duck out there, but you know what? You got to throw what they want to eat.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's one of those deals where they've been blowing up on other things today. When we got a fly out there,
oh man,
he missed it.
He missed it, came back around and just smoked it. I mean, right there.
That's what it's about, to eat right there.
It
That's
is.
why fly fishing people love the visual aspect of these.
It's just sick. It's unbelievable. I'll tell you what, that's why you fish hard. I appreciate you, because you don't get this day back, brother.
No, you don't.
Thanks for a lifetime memory. Until next time, tight line. As you know, I live in the Everglades, and I like the solitude, less people, a lot more fish. These are the destinations that get me going. And Louisiana is a lot like that. It's swampy, it's marshy, the insects are insane. There's a common bond between great fishing and insects, no matter where you go. And the more remote it is, the better I like it. I don't know if I saw a boat all day. It's always a great time when we come down here to Louisiana. The fishing is so, it's fantastic. You won't be disappointed. It's a trip of a lifetime. I'm so blessed to be able to come down here and do this as often as I do it, and to do it with the great people that we get to do it with, like Jason. And if you haven't been here, if you have been here, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't been here, you need to get here as fast as you can, because this place is special.